I am Tanya Windiger and I have complex post-traumatic stress disorder. And the last few days, I actually received 3 messages from people and they were all around the same topic, family and friends. So I figured, let's talk about family and friends. It's really, really important. And on the same note, I want to say thank you to everyone for all the kind messages I've been getting. And, some people message me on YouTube or my web page or on the Facebook page. And I get a lot of private messages as well via the Facebook and web page on the Contact Us link. So I am very grateful for your participation, for your questions that you ask, and your support, really. It means a lot to me. So I just wanted to put that out there too. So thank you. So back to family and friends. That's a very tricky area, and I hope I explain it well. I want you to imagine that you're the person trying to help someone who is really, really struggling, and think about what would you actually do, what would your actions be to help that person struggling. And now I want you to imagine if you come back next week, the person's still struggling with the same thing, still at the same place, what would you do? A month down the track, 2 months down the track, what would you do? The person's still struggling with the same thing. How would you feel? All the time you tried to get that person to feel better, to move that person on, to have joy in their life again, to come out with you and do all the fun things. Yet the person's still stuck there in the past. I'm not sure about you, but I would feel really defeated or helpless, because I think it's human nature that we really try very hard to get someone who is struggling, who is sad, to get them to feel better. And sadly, most of us are not very good at it. We're not really that empathetic. We try to do the thing or give the support that we think will help them, but this is usually what would be helpful for us isn't always helpful or supportful to the other person. So we need to be very mindful of that. But can you understand where that frustration comes from after a while if you continually try to help someone and you can't really see that person to improve? So that's where I think the communication skills are very important, and that's an area where we are usually not very, very good at. But it's so important that we are just so explicit, really, really explicit about what it is that we need so we can feel cared for and supported to actually move on from our trauma, to get us out there out of the dark place, to get us back into life. What would it actually be that would be truly helpful to us? What is it? And I'd say most of you probably don't even know what that is. Like I didn't know for a long time. I didn't even really want to be cared for. I didn't want anyone anywhere near my life. I've been hurt so many times. It's like I thought it's so much easier if everyone just stays out there and just doesn't. My psychiatrist was the only one I could actually deal with, because I knew that's very set up. It's that room, that 1 hour in the week, and that's it. But with family and friends, it's very different. But I wish for you that you have that strength to actually go and really have a talk with your friends and family about that. A really, really open talk, and be really explicit, because your journey is going to be so much, your healing journey is going to be so much faster. It took me years and years because I was so fixed on doing this by myself. I would not let anyone in my life. And it doesn't work. We just can't move on like that. We need at least one person that believes in us and that is there for us to get us moving, to help us to come back here and now and experience the joy that we could have in this very moment. But to do this, we need to really have that talk and let that other person know. If I feel like this and you come and put your arm around me, that's amazing. I really need that comfort then. But when I feel like this and you put your arm around me, I'm just going to go That's just the most irritating thing. Just do not do that. And I think that's where it comes in. We don't actually communicate to people that what, you know, at different situations, different things are supportive to us, and what is supportive to me might not be supportive or helpful for you. So we need to really have those very explicit, open conversations with our friends and families, I think, where possible. If you feel that you can have that connection, if it's really important to you that you actually want to be really, really close, like if this is a family member who repeatedly hurt you, you might want to choose someone else. You know, sometimes we just have to let that go, and we just need to trust that this person at that moment in life is doing the best that they can in supporting you. That's just where they're at. That's their situation. They might have their own issues in their life, but that's where they're at, and they're trying their very best, and that's it. And I think once we think that way, we can actually be a lot more accepting, and with acceptance, it's going to be so much easier for us to communicate our needs and understand their needs, and it should be all easier. I hope I made sense here. But yeah, as I said, it's the communication to be very explicit what it actually is that we need is vital. It's very, very important. So that's just my message for today. Okay, have a fantastic day. Bye for now.